Anyways, yeah. Um, you know, when I go out, I don't always like to go out. Usually I like to stay home, to be honest. It's because I'm just like, I'm just comfortable at home. And it's tough. I mean, this is the way I see it. Like, I'm not the, I'm not like the most socially outgoing person. It's not that I'm uncomfortable. I just don't really like, I don't really know why, but recently I feel like I always have like some sort of wall up. And it's not like I'm insecure or afraid to talk to people. And I'm not shy. I don't lack confidence. It's none of that. I just don't really I don't really let myself just kind of like be comfortable. You know, it's not that I'm uncomfortable, but I don't let myself be comfortable. If that makes sense, I don't really know, but yeah, I have a good time. I enjoy myself. But you know, you see people that are very comfortable, and I understand. You know, some of these people aren't my friends, and I'm just meeting them. So, but some people can still have a good time, despite that. You know, some people can still like be very much themselves. And it's not that I'm not myself, but I'm definitely more reserved. But I find I don't really know what's happening to me because I find that even now with my own friends, I kind of have like walls up, and I don't know why. I'm not sure if I do know why at all, actually, because obviously I'm not uncomfortable with my friends either. If anything, I'm very comfortable, but I just don't. I think maybe it's the way I spend my day. Like I'm pretty lifeless. I don't have a lot of life in me, and uh, I think it's pretty obvious from when you talk to me. I'm like very just kind of like conversations don't really get to, or like I can talk about, you know, emotions with people, and it's easy to do that, but to get to that point, it's kind of difficult. Pardon my voice crack. It's kind of difficult because I have to kind of like accept that, just put my walls down, I guess. I don't really know. I'm not doing a very good job explaining this, but I think the best way I can explain it is like I'm a very different kind of person, but I live a very ordinary life in the sense that like the typical 23-year-old, you know, I see friends, I go out and I drink and whatnot and stuff like that. I'll go to clubs every once in a while. So I live a very ordinary 23-year-old lifestyle, but um, who I am is someone that is like, you know, the things I look forward to the most is improving in videography and editing. That's like the thing I look forward to most in my day, and honestly, it's the only thing that really gets me excited. That and like running. And you could imagine there's not much to talk about when that's the case, unless someone also does the same thing. So I just, I guess like, you know, because of that, I'm in a way kind of lifeless, and I don't have much to talk about with people. I'm not really interested in talking much with people because I don't really enjoy being a degenerate. Uh, Not that everyone else is a degenerate. That's not really what I'm trying to get at, but the point is like you have to be not some sort. You have to be some kind of like. You have to be some kind of. You have to be comfortable enough to a degree where you're okay with just having a day where you're just being an idiot and you're just having fun, you know. You're just letting go and letting loose. And I just can't, like, I can do that. But if that's, like, I don't know how to explain this. I just don't, I think, a couple of years ago, when I wasn't really doing much, I think a lot of people, I had a lot more of myself to give, I guess. I had a lot of energy. I wasn't spending much energy during the day. I wasn't really focused on anything in particular. I was just kind of enjoying myself, right? I was enjoying being young. So I think because of that, I was able to kind of be open and have like this, like a bit of a magnetism towards me and my personality. And honestly, now that's completely gone. Like, I don't have that anymore. And it sucks because, I want to make people feel like the time they spend with me is enjoyable. And some people do feel like that, for sure. But you can definitely tell things are just different. They're different now. I spend most of my energy and like the time, I think, on just trying to get better at what I want to do, right? And that's because I really do love doing that. And everything else is so secondary. It's hard to even give much energy or much thought. And because of that, I'm just less of like I'm less of a person you want to be around, I guess, because everything's just so like kind of like my energy, I guess, or my range of emotions are just so level and moderate when I'm outside of work and like the things I'm passionate about. Because during the things I'm passionate about, when I'm doing and actively working on those things, that's kind of when I let the range of emotions hit me, and it kind of goes up and down, and then as soon as I kind of release myself from work and I take a break, go hang out with friends, I'm just kind of like in recovery mode where I just want to chill. But put it this way, like when I was not focused on working and whatever I wanted to do, blah blah blah, you get the point. I had a lot of energy. I was like, I wanted to be active. I wanted to do things, and I still do. I still prefer to do something with friends that's more active than just sit around. But I also, when everyone's drinking, now instead of being like up and talking to everyone and stuff like that, I much rather just like talk to the guys, sit down, have like one or two drinks, and then wrap it up. I'm not really interested in going until like 4 or 5 in the morning, waking up and fucking regretting every decision I made the night before. So maybe that's the best way I can put it. I don't really know. I'm doing a horrible job at explaining this feeling and stuff, but I don't know. I think if there's anyone listening to this, if you're someone that is maybe like extremely goal oriented, and maybe not, there could be goal oriented people that are still very lively and have a lot of energy, and a lot of people are attracted to spending time with them. But I think maybe for some, maybe if you're like me at all, the goals are the things you spend your time on. The goals are the things you spend your energy, your thoughts on. Everything else is time to kind of heal and bandage and get ready for the next wave of putting that thought into your work again. So you kind of like tune out. You can't really stay. I'm present. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not present. Sometimes I guess I don't feel present. Maybe that's a good way to explain it. And I think that's pretty obvious. Like, if you ask someone to explain me, I think it'd be like 2-3 years ago, it would have been like, oh, he's very, it's very easy to be comfortable with him, super nice, stuff like that. If someone explained me now, it'd probably be like, yeah, he's a little shy, It's hard to kind of talk to him. Yeah. It's bad. I don't want to be like that, but I just don't really know. I don't really know. It's just the way I am now, and I don't know why exactly. I wish I could change it, but it's hard to, I don't always feel like going out. I don't always feel like socializing. It feels like more and more of an effort every time to kind of introduce myself, do the small talk, and yeah, I just don't have to do that anymore. But you have to. You don't have a choice. It's kind of life. You want to make a good first impression. You want to be a good person. You can't really avoid those steps to getting to know someone. So yeah, it's just tough. I wish I could make people comfortable, I think is the biggest thing. Like, I wish I was still someone that made people feel comfortable, but I know I'm not. And I can see it, when a lot of people talk to me, everyone's kind of putting on like a cleaner act. No one's really dropping their guard. And that's completely on me. Like, I present myself in a way where I think people think I expect them to be behaved or expect them to be not themselves. I don't know. Like, I expect them to be I think I give off the impression that I'm like fake. I think I give off a fake impression where like I'm all nice and it's like, oh, he's really nice, but like what's he really thinking of me? Like, does he actually like me? And the truth of the matter is like I'm pretty surface level. My thoughts on people don't go much deeper than how I act towards you. So, but it's hard because I think I give that impression because I'm always I myself am trying to, I guess be the older version of myself when I'm around people, like the very welcoming, the very kind and stuff like that, but it's just not really who I am. And the more I try to act the way I used to be, the more fake it feels, the more forced it feels, and that throws other people off, right? So I don't know, maybe I should just be... I think I'd like myself a lot more if I was just who I was today, where I was just more down to earth. Like, the reality is you're not energetic anymore. You're not, you're not always, you're still warm. You can still be a warm personality, but you don't have to be in people's faces. You don't have to be like making people laugh all the time. You don't have to just be warm. Just be calm. Like, there's no need to do more. And yeah, maybe people won't be as attracted to spending time with you, but that's not you anymore. You don't go out much. Who cares? Why does that matter? Your friends are always gonna hang out with you. Like, why do you need more approval than that? I enjoy being behind my desk. I enjoy being behind a camera. And everything else, I just want to enjoy being calm. I don't think it needs to be more complicated than that. But I am definitely making it more complicated. So yeah, that's it, honestly. I just kind of wanted to get it off my chest because it was honestly happening tonight. Like, I'm just trying to be the version I used to be too much. And that's okay. I get it. You feel like you've kind of set a standard. Like, you have to continue to appeal to people in that way, but no, you don't. You really don't. I get in my head a lot now too. Before I see people, before I go out, because I'm thinking like, oh no, am I gonna be like am I gonna be awkward today? Am I gonna be, on my game today? Am I gonna be like, I don't know, like, what am I gonna look like to people? Probably, that is probably social anxiety. I would probably say that's definitely social anxiety, but I used to never think like that, but now I do, because I just know how, like, I don't have anything to talk about. And people will come to you and expect to hear you talk a lot, but I just don't have much to talk about. And it sucks, but that's just you. That's who you are. You're not doing anything that's really worth talking about right now. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so, but when you're in social settings, people can like kind of be off put by that. Like, wow, this guy's pretty dry. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking dry. I'm not gonna lie. I am pretty fucking dry. Yeah. It definitely makes it hard to date, that's for sure. And maybe that's a blessing in disguise, because I don't think dating right now is a great idea. But, yeah, it definitely makes it hard to date. Because I think everyone wants someone that's, like, exciting. Everyone wants someone that's going to give them something to be excited about. Like, offer an exciting life. And I just don't have a life to offer. Not right now, unfortunately. I'm the kind of person that would never go out and just dive into their work and achieve things that they want to achieve and just be focused on that. And, you'd probably hear about them here and there. And I'm the kind of person that, like, people would be like, oh, how's thing doing? Oh, yeah, he's doing like this and that. And I'm less of the person that I guess I'm living right now. Of the lifestyle I'm living right now. I'm not really the person that's like, yo, Nick, let's go out, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing? Yeah, it's just not me. That's not me. And it's not what I want for myself. It's conflicting, because, I don't want to live like that, but at the same time, I want to make people feel comfortable. I want to make people feel warm, I guess. And sometimes I feel like I fail at that, but I don't know. I feel like I have a very, like, okay, I'm going to be nice to you, but then leave me alone kind of attitude. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really someone, I'm not someone that says the first thing that comes to their mind. Like, some people are able to do that, and I think that makes people feel very comfortable when people are just being themselves. I'm not someone to do that. I'm not. But when I'm with myself, it's a different story. Like, because I understand everything about myself, I can be comfortable alone. When I'm alone, I'm actually very, like, energetic. Okay, well, I don't sound like it now, but I'm very positive and energetic and happy. And it changes when other people are around, because it's hard, like, they don't understand everything about me, and so it's like, how can I be that way? I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind kind of a tough feeling, but I think just accepting that it's the way you are and trying your best from here on out is the best thing to do. You can't really pretend to be the same person you used to be. I think that's how a lot of people get sick of you. Yeah, I'm not as bubbly as I used to be, but so what? That's all. I don't think there's much else to talk about. Yeah, it's how I kind of feel when I go out, so. But yeah, it happens with my friends too. Yeah, that's. Oh, I guess the other part is, yeah. This is kind of a feeling that's been happening with my friends too, so. I'm getting a little worried that maybe am I being selfish? Like, am I thinking of myself too much? Am I thinking of, getting back to editing too much? Am I not being present enough? Is it taking away from me? Or is this just who I am now? And I don't have the answer to that. But the results of what's happening is kind of concerning because I don't have much to talk about with my friends. And I don't really want, or I do want to talk about. I want things to be open. I want to be comfortable with them, but nothing feels comfortable anymore. There's a certain part of, even with my closest friends, where it feels like small talk. And it fucking sucks to feel like that. But I gotta figure it out because I'm okay with not being bubbly, but I definitely want to be comfortable, Anyways, that's all. Maybe it'll change. I don't know. I hope so. But that's all. That's just kind of how I've been feeling. It's like ordinary lifestyle, but I'm a different person, so things aren't matching up or whatever. Anyways, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired as fuck. It's 3 a.m. So, ciao.